Okay, so we'll go ahead and record me since you say that I'm being too loud. Is this too loud for you? I'm gonna go at different tones. Is this too loud? If you don't answer, I'm gonna say no, it's not too loud, and then move on. Is this too loud? Is this too loud? Is this what you're talking about? Because this is why I would be yelling. Is this what you're talking about? Is this what you're talking about? Which volume do you hear when you say I'm yelling and you go silent? So yes, I would say since you're not answering, your choice to go silent is your fault. You not getting this solved is your fault. Because I just sat here for not only a minute on camera, but another 5 off camera, trying to help understand where my volume can be and what your restriction is. I even went down to this quiet and said, is this yelling or are you good with this? Because you only go silent when I yell, and you still went silent. So either that was also too loud, or you're changing your mind on what the fuck makes you go silent. So is this too loud? Because this is about where I was talking to Jamie and you said it wasn't yelling. So it must have been over this, right? When you said you weren't talking to me the other day, it would have been over this, right? Because you said this wasn't yelling. That it only sounds like it because the room is empty. This isn't yelling that you were talking about, right? Or were you being a hypocrite and it wasn't yelling to them, but when it happens to you, it is? Okay. So now I've tried 3 different ways. I've tried to get you to yell at me to show me how loud my voice is, using your voice as an example. You refused. I gave you several adjustments of volume, asking you which one works best. You refused to answer which one worked best. I asked you which ones were yelling. You refused to say which ones were yelling. So yes, you going silent instead of you communicating to me to calm down or to gentle my approach is your fault. So it is not my fault. You choose silence. So I've told you once, I'll tell you again, your choices are not my fault. I am not your scapegoat because you don't want to take accountability. I am willing to change my volume of voice if you just tell me where my tone is so I can tell when it's acceptable. But you won't tell me what tones are acceptable. You won't tell me what tones to avoid. You won't tell me what volumes are acceptable. You won't tell me what volumes to avoid, but yet me screaming and yelling is the problem. So if me screaming and yelling is the problem, but yet you won't tell me where I'm screaming or yelling, you going silent is your problem. Because you going silent because I yell when you won't tell me what yelling is so I can calm down is not my fault.